Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Making with the Manufacturers. Now, you guys, we are still playing with some My Mind's Eye because I have a lot of it. This is a photo of Alex in his first meal in his first apartment. So we're going to pull out the My Mind's Eye. Again, I'm leaving those glitter papers in there because I don't want to use them on this layout. So I'm going, and look, the glitter is just still there. I'm going to kind of flip through and see what I want to see here. I am thinking this blue is a good one, but I really like that. Also really like that. Okay, we're going to pick out those two for sure. Got lots of that paper. Let's see, some of that. We got the two blues. That might be a little bit bright. Three papers. I definitely want a couple more than that, so let's kind of, we got that yellow color matches. Maybe that. I know it's a floral, but you know, that's do a little bit of a text print. All right, I've got 6 papers for one photo layout. All right, I'm gonna throw those back in and then show you guys what papers I'm gonna use. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so as you can see, I went through my stash and just grabbed some things. Now, what I did is I went to my stickers, I flipped through and found some things, went to some more stickers, flipped through and found some things. I did not use everything that I pulled out, and I'm okay with that, right? Like, I think last year I kind of gave myself a rule that if I pulled it out, I had to use at least one thing. Didn't make myself succumb to that rule this time, but I did use every single paper that I pulled out. Since, you know, the whole point of this is making with the manufacturers, I figured I should probably, you know, make with the manufacturers. I do have a good amount of scraps left over. Now, the tiny scraps went in the bin. The larger scraps are going into my lovely leftover pile. So in a couple of weeks, when I have a variety of scraps, you know, with the finger quotes, I will be able to go ahead and start some lovely leftovers layouts. I'm super excited for that. So I'm using 2 papers as my background paper. I've got some horizontal lines and some vertical lines, and I decided to camouflage the join with this roll of stamps, and this is a 49 and Market thing. And then, oh, I did not cut this out. Of course, my ATG ran out, and I did not have anything. I did not have anything in the spare ATG, so had to fill it up. So I am going to go ahead and fill my ATG up real quick. Give it a little twisty turny. This time I remember to put this piece back in, so we're winning. Hooray! And then we're gonna have at it. So to cover up that join, like I said, I'm going to use these stamps, and I'm also going to use this border right here. Now this blue isn't exactly the blue that is in that background paper, but it's close enough, right? Like there are a variety of blues in here, and it is definitely close enough. I do have to say, I really do like the way that this layout turned out. It's got all kinds of layery goodness, and I love me some layers. Okay, so I've got that down, and now I figure I will create a big old photo and title mat, right? Like we're gonna make this happen. So this paper has text all over it, and I did not want the text to be not cut off. So if I use it from the very top, there's like white space that goes all the way around. The text doesn't go off the page, and the same as the bottom and the edges. So I went ahead and trimmed it so that the cuts go through the text. And that was definitely a design choice that I made. I consciously thought of that I did not want the text to have that space around it. Now, I also did not distress this edge, this bottom one, with the text on it, because I knew I was going to be using some stickers and things that did not have distressed edges, and I did not want to, excuse me, I did not want to distress the edges of my stickers. So again, a conscious choice. So I have a mixture of sharp edges and distressed edges on this pile that I'm making. I do decide to mat the photo in this really kind of small tone-on-tone print that you really can't see a whole heck of a lot of the print. It reads more like a solid, kind of like a textured solid. And then I was looking at this and I was like, okay, well, maybe I won't even use this paper. And then the more I looked at this, the more I did not like how prominent that yellow was in my big photo mat, right? I was like, I'm not feeling this. And as you can see, I used the very tried and true scientific method of marking it with my fingernail, making a dent in a paper to go ahead and get that cut because, you know, science. So I'm trying to figure out where I want this photo. Do I want it over the edges, or do I want to go ahead and have it stacked? I decide to have it stacked. I've got this square doily. I've got 1.5 left now of a square doily. We're going to put that up there. I've got this paper kind of print thing. I am going to go ahead and build that there because layers make me happy. This blue was a great color match and it felt good. Like the colors felt good together. However, I don't like it, and that will come off. I feel like I kind of like divided the page too much here. So I'm going to tuck some things in. That one's going to come out because, like I said, it felt wrong. And this is where I'm going to bring in some of those stickers with the sharp edges. So I've got this because I felt like there was a lot of weight up at the top of the page and I needed to add weight down below. Now, when I was thinking, excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. Christopher is quite sick. Woke up this morning with a super high fever, and 2 days ago he started with a little tickle in his throat, and guess he's got a little tickle in her throat right now. Man, this has been the year to be sick. Let me just tell you. So anyway, what I was saying was, my plan was to have the big old title right next to the photo and maybe some decoration at the bottom. However, as I was pulling out pieces that I thought would be able to make a title where it says hip hip hooray happy home, I just decided that the title needed to kind of be up next to the photo and coming down over the top of this sticker. These are the kind of titles I really like doing. It's like the mixed titles, either where it's just mixed fonts, mixed words, mixed things. That really makes me happy. I love mixing and matching my stuff. It is one of my favorite things to do. And I probably have to gather some thoughts about the Never-Ending Kit, because I don't think I'm going to continue that this year. I really liked having a curated selection of supplies. I really liked it. I also really hated having a curated selection of supplies. It was great to bust through stash. However, the more that I did it, the more stifling it felt. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to ever get together a video about my thoughts on the Never Ending Kit. It might just come out in videos like it did just there. But, you know, we'll see. So I pulled these gold arrows, and I'm going to kind of fit them here because I didn't want the house in line with the bottom of the sticker that said hip hip hooray. So it is going to sit above those two arrows, those two golden arrows right there. And then I will bring another arrow down here just because I felt like it needed some gold there. And then I'm like, yeah, let's throw some more layers up here because why not? There aren't enough layers as it is. I love little layers and bits like this. I find that things like frames and tickets and all of the little fiddly things, 49 Market is right up my alley because I like the little fiddly things in the little layers, and they provide plenty of awesome stuff in their collections, or they have up until this point. I'm not sure. I'm excited to see what happens going forward with them because their main designer left. Now they have Vicky Boutin with them. So it'll be interesting to see how that aesthetic changes. I'm also really excited to see what the Pig Fresh turns into with Paige Evans as a designer with them. So we'll see. Yeah, I was toying with the idea of adding more of that kind of newsprint, but I felt like I had enough. And then I'm going to flip through these stickers right here, which are planner stickers, and give me a couple of gold stickers because, you know, I've got the gold arrows now. I've got the gold hearts. And I really just like the fact that there's some big decorating with words here, right? Like we've got Let the Adventure Begin, we've got Home. The title is a plethora of words. And then I'm going to fill in that little space with the gold label there and just do a little bit of journaling. And I'm going to put the date, the year at least, up here in the corner. And then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. So in case anybody was wondering, his first meal in his new place was Wendy's. And he set up his phone and took a picture like this. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.